Genuine liberals believe in meritocracy, equal opportunity, and colourblind justice. However, these noble ideals are being abandoned in favour of what's called identity politics. It seeks to divide people by race, gender, sexuality, and even religion. But why should things in public life be boiled down to these categories? Should our lot in life be determined on whether we stand at the intersection as an oppressed, marginalised minority or an oppressor majority? Is our society really shaped by systemic racism? No country's history is unblemished, and Australia is no exception. More than 50 years ago, we had a White Australia policy. Despite our dark past, we have made great progress. Just look at how we have become a culturally diverse and harmonious society. Today, over half of our population is born overseas or as a parent who was born overseas. Over a third of our migrant intake comes from Asia, and about 20% comes from Africa and the Middle East. It's true identity politics is more pronounced in America and Britain. But what happens if Australia follows these trends? It would mean allocating political power, contracts, jobs, based on the politics of race or gender, rather than merit, character, or performance. That's why identity politics has emerged as one of the most insidious threats to a civilised and healthy liberal democracy. So, why has this ideology pervaded our lives? Well, as Simon Heffer argues, emotion and grandstanding are everything, which is not least why the phenomenon is so damaging and so hard to control. Identity politics has become one of the most compelling movements operating under the noble ideals of equality. Galvanised by George Floyd's death, the movement has garnered support by exploiting our moral sensibilities. However, under the guise of legitimate social justice, the website of the Black Lives Matter UK makes no secret of its wider aims. This includes calls to dismantle imperialist capitalism, the abolishment of prisons and detention centres, to even criticising the women's suffrage movement for having sought to advance white power. Of course, the moral outrage over Floyd's death was justified. However, radical activists have hijacked an admirable aim to pursue not only a Marxist agenda, but also the revival of crude discrimination against those they deem as oppressors. They seek to instill irrational guilt and self-hatred into the so-called oppressors. No element of human misery is above being exploited by politically motivated agitators. By taking advantage of our natural desire to be liked, the movement militantly demands compliance from society, including the media, academia, and institutions. For those who dare to object, an aggressive mob is deployed to unleash their most lethal tool, cancel culture. The loud mob seeks to stamp out reasoned discourse and ostracise anyone with differing opinions. They seek to redefine our fundamental right to comment on topics they deem as sensitive. Under a society ruled by the mob, only those in the oppressed category are granted the right to expression. For those who break the delicate rules of identity politics, they will join the endless victims of cancel culture. If we accept identity politics, we will be on the road towards racial division and political tribalism. Identity politics is the antithesis of Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. A day when people will not be judged by the colour of their skin, but by the content of their character. Ultimately, identity politics threatens the very social fabrics of our liberal democratic society. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, check out Simon Heffer's latest paper at cis.org.au. Make sure you like and subscribe, and hit the bell button below to see future videos.